Dude, come try, bro.
Does it taste like a Reese's peanut butter cup?
Mm-hmm. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I got a request to make a giant vegan Reese's peanut butter cup. And I just want to thank you guys so much for requesting things and commenting things. It really means a lot to me, and it makes YouTube more fun for me because you guys give me ideas and then I get to create these things that you want me to create, and it's just really fun. So thank you for that. I thought this video fit perfectly into my series where I make vegan. If you haven't seen my first video in this series, I made vegan Sonic. It was amazing. It went so well. So you should go check that out. It was really good. Today, I'm going to attempt to make a giant vegan Reese's peanut butter cup. Before I was vegan, my favorite candy by far was Reese's. Reese's peanut butter cups, Reese's Pieces, like anything Reese's. So I'm really excited to be recreating this today, and we're just gonna get started because
I can't wait any longer.
First, you are going to need a pie pan or silicone mold thing. I just got this one from Amazon. It is 10 inches. This part is silicone, but the bottom is glass and you can take the rim off, so it's really nice and hopefully it will work really well for this. So yeah, you're just gonna need something like this, preferably silicone so you can get it out easier. I'm just going to start with 1 cup of chocolate for the outside. I don't know if I'll need more. I might need more. I probably will need more, but I'm just gonna start with 1 cup and we'll go from there. I'm gonna go ahead and melt this and I'll get back to you.
A few moments later.
So I melted it down and it doesn't look like it made a ton. So this might only be enough for the bottom, but we'll see. You can always add more or less chocolate chips. So I'm gonna start by putting a thin layer on the bottom. I don't want it to be too thick because when I bite into it, I don't want to like
Break my face.
but I also don't want to be too thin because I don't want it to break. So just try and find a happy medium. I'm gonna start by putting half of the chocolate on there. You can always add more, but I don't want to put too much on there. I'm just spreading it around and getting it up all on the edges. So that was about enough chocolate for the bottom, so I'm just gonna finish adding the rest of the chocolate. And to spread it around, I'm just using spatula and getting it up on the edges. Make sure you get it into all the crevices. You want this completely covered, and you don't want to be able to see through any of the chocolate. So if you have to add more chocolate, then add more chocolate. Look at me trying to make it sound like I know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, so I have it fully coated. I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the freezer for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to do a second coat. I'm gonna go ahead and go melt some more chocolate chips for the second coat. So I took it out of the freezer. It's not completely frozen yet, but I'm going to add the second layer, and I'm going to make sure it's a thin second layer. Like I said, I don't want it to be too thick, but you can still kind of see there's like some spots. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's some spots where it's see-through still. So I'm going to add probably about half of this. I want it to be a good 3-to-1 ratio. 3 being peanut butter, 1 being chocolate, you know what I mean. All right, it's looking fully coated, so I'm gonna go pop this back into the freezer for about 10 to 20 minutes. While that's in the freezer, I'm going to make the filling. Into a bowl, you're going to put 1 cup of peanut butter. I'm just using natural peanut butter. I think the saltiness of the natural peanut butter will add to the flavor and make it taste better. Because I think if you used sweet peanut butter, it'd just be overly sweet, and we don't want that. So then I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of vegan butter, softened, and I'm just gonna mix that up. So you're gonna want it to look like this. Still looks like peanut butter. And then you're going to add 1 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. And that's what's gonna give it that crumbly texture, because in Reese's peanut butter cups, it's not just normal peanut butter, or else then it would just be peanut butter and chocolate. It wouldn't be a Reese's if it was just plain peanut butter. So the powdered sugar is gonna give it that crumbly texture along with that sweet flavor. And if you washed your hands and you wanna have a little bit of fun, you can get in there with your hands, which I'm going to do. Actually, you might have to because it will get pretty firm, so you're gonna want to get in there with your hands. So my mixture's pretty crumbly. I'm honestly going to work with this and see if it works, because I mean, the inside of Reese's are kind of like a crumbly consistency anyway, but if you want to add more peanut butter, feel free to do so. But I'm going to keep my mixture as is, and you can add probably a little bit of water or extra butter, whatever you desire to make it more creamy. All right, so I took it out of the freezer. It feels pretty firm, so I'm going to add the peanut butter mixture. And you're gonna wanna do this quickly before the chocolate starts melting. So because my mixture is super dry, I'm gonna have to press it down more, but the mixture does stick. So if you press it down, it will stick and hold its shape. It's just very crumbly, which is what I want. So this is what it's looking like so far, and I'm just going to start pressing it down until it's flat. So this is now what it looks like. And then you're just going to quickly add the rest of your chocolate to the top. Once again, try not to make it too thick of a layer, but enough to be sturdy. So you want to do this quickly, but you want to be careful not to get so many of the crumbs in the top layer because the crumbs start to move with the chocolate, so just be really careful. And so that's what it looks like right now. And then you're gonna wanna pop this in the freezer for 30 minutes to an hour. See you guys soon.
One eternity later.
So it's been about 30 minutes and here it is. So I'm just going to pop this off. I'm gonna carefully peel away the edges. I'm gonna pop off the bottom part. Oh my gosh. It's stuck to the glass. I'm gonna try and get it off. Well, it's not coming off of the glass, so if you have like just a plain silicone mold, then that might work best. So I'm gonna cut a slice out of it and try it. Okay, you might want to wait for it to thaw because mine's kind of just falling apart. Good golly. Look. So mine kind of just fell apart sadly, so you might want to wait for it to thaw a little bit. It also stuck to the glass part of my pan, so if you have silicone, like the whole silicone shebang, that's great. Get that. That will probably work better. But if you do have a glass one like this, you could probably just boil it or wait for it to thaw. I don't know, but we're still gonna try it. Doesn't mean it doesn't taste good, so. That is pretty dang close. The inside isn't exactly like it, but it's really close. This is so good. I'm gonna cut me another slice. So yeah, I think it's just a matter of letting it thaw because the bottom is like completely stuck to the glass pan. But other than that, this turned out really good. So if you're vegan and you miss Reese's, I would highly recommend this recipe because it tastes a lot like it. I'd honestly rate that a 9.5 or 10 out of 10. Really, really good. Alright guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you try this recipe out, and if you do, let me know. If you want to see more in this series, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!